and 10 right at the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow. He'll look underneath and finds Brown. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. That one out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
On the run, it's Dowdle. Von Bell up to make the tackle.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. And that is incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
Well, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off, and the Bengals will get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Play fake. Here's Rush. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And now ball going to be intercepted yet again. picked off by Malik Hooker. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, 36 yards. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs. If you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. 2nd and 10. This is Brown going up the middle. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 25-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. No big surprise. Micah Parsons doing what he does so well, dropping him for a loss. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now it's Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys' offense. They go play action with Rush. His throw incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown, but incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
They're going for it. Rush. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the left sideline. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jalen Tolbert, 73 yards. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that makes the score 21-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Dowdle is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They run again with Dowdle. And this time he is in. Rico Dowdle in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys would extend their lead here just before halftime. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the route is on here in this first half. 4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Here we go. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half.
but we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
Another run for Brown on second down. And this time he won't even make it back to the line of scrimmage as they stop him in his tracks. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Burrow looking to pass. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 43. And Burrow going to throw again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a third and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now it's Burrow. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Cowboys will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
To throw is Rush. That's over the middle and caught by Mingo. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Rush. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone, but the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
Now Rush. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And the move from Mike McCarthy is going to be to keep the offense on the field here on fourth down. They're going for it. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. The Cowboys on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw Rush. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 33. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And my goodness, another interception. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Rush. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The running play, it's Dowdle. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 60 yards rushing for him now to this point. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Finding Tolbert here over the middle. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. They run here with Dowdle. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your... And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to, because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone that offense...
They've got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 34. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. This one complete to Yoshibas. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And now here is another interception. Picked off by DeMarvion Overshone. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. But not only is his defense pitching a shutout, now they're contributing points themselves. I mean, they have really put together what's almost been a perfect effort here in this one.
I love how you express that. They've absolutely exceeded expectations in this one. And even better than their play, it's been their effort. Even with the win in their back pocket already, every one of those guys is still out there fighting like it's a tie game.
Aubrey now for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Bengals drive about to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Burrow will throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
A final shot now for Burrow. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Micah Parsons. And the Cowboys come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So not just a blowout win for them today, Charles, but a shutout blowout win as well. Clearly just a superior effort on both sides of the ball.
Hey, didn't it feel like you get a touchdown, you get a touchdown, and then the defense jumped up and said, hold it, we're getting involved as well. You're exactly right. Big points, both sides contributing, a full team win.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the great cities of the world, London, England. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway here in London. And this opening kickoff will not even reach the landing zone. It hits short of the 20, so that's going to move the ball out to the 40-yard line.
Here we go.
Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, He joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Big strides. Look at him go. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Dalton Schultz, 36 yards. And the Texans need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Extra point by Fairbairn up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Hill shedding the tackle. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, Jackson. And he lost the football, and the Texans scoop it. He's got room at the 30. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Stroud, he's going to audible to something else. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try to run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Rolling to his right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Stroud keeps it. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short. Get there. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you don't want to pin this all on the quarterback, even when the pressure's coming. Not easy for them, but that's just something you can't do, is take that sack in the end zone.
No, you can't, but for all defensive line coaches, they're celebrating everywhere. Because what do they tell us in our meetings? It's all about the get-off, beating the offensive line at the snap of the football.
And they'll accept that penalty. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. It's Mixon on the counter. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Stroud. Sliding out of the pocket. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down. Stroud sets up the play action. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. After 1, it's 9-0. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Stroud looking to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Stroud to throw it. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a 1st down as he stopped at the 48. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. And Stroud now to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive. To the right side and intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And the Texans are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The struggles continue here offensively. Still nothing for them on the scoreboard, and now an interception.
Yeah, the offense looks extremely sluggish. Not really in sync at all. Dare I say, it looks like it got left behind in customs.
Oh, you've had that in your back pocket. You were waiting for that.
Probably should have left it in my back pocket, too.
Well played. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now Stroud. That's to the veteran. It's Robert Woods. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 2nd and 9. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Here's Stroud. He'll buy some time right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Stroud. That's complete to Dell. And he is going to have a Texans first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. So what a play there in the final minute of this first half. They get the interception. More importantly, their first points of the ball game.
Yeah, and that one play certainly changes the outlook, doesn't it? I mean, they're looking at going into the locker room. No points on the board. Not playing well defensively. Deflated. And now, things may have changed for them.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And they're back within a couple at 9-7 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that's going to be short of the landing zone. It doesn't make it there, so that means the ball is going to come out to the 40. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. A shotgun snap to Stroud. That's into the hands of Woods. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 2nd and a couple. Stroud working out of the gun. Rolling to his right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Stroud out of the gun here. Got his man, Dell. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This will be from 49 yards out. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good, and that will keep this a 2-point game.
One of the few things that hasn't gone right in this first half. They had a chance there for late points, but this one winds up off the mark.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And he returns this to the 22. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the...
Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game?
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Throwing is Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 41. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Stroud off the play fake, sliding out of the pocket. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Stroud wants to change it up with an audible. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the 2-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so this is going to be whistled dead. And the ball's going to be placed up at the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Looking to throw. Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Now it's Mixon running right. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Back to throw. Stroud. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
4th down, Stroud going to try to throw for it. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offense?
And oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. I think you and I were a little surprised back early in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This goes out wide for Mixon. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Runs over it. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan 1st down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the 2nd half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw. Stroud. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Takedown from 21 yards away. And the Texans get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. And that is incomplete.
give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Jackson now. And my goodness, another interception.
Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Stopped by the safety, Kyle Hamilton. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll try to eat some clock with Mixon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. Now, back foot throw there is incomplete.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back, I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off, or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
Fourth down, here's Stroud. Flushed out right. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Here's 1st and 10. Jackson. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
They'll try the right side with Henry. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Jackson.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Oh, no, he lost the football. And hold everything here. This one is not over yet. They return it for the touchdown.
They continue to fight, don't they?
Now that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit, or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Oh, and
now some trickery. They fake the spike.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a pretty poor kick here. It doesn't make it to the landing zone, and that means he'll move the ball out to the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Stroud looks to throw. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
And that's the type of run that you'll live with. In this game, he's had a good number of carries. He's just been unable to really break off anything substantial.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. Stroud back to throw. That is intercepted.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
Well, my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations, and you've often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forces it.
This ball intercepted.
Picked up by the former first rounder, Jimmy Ward.
And the Texans have just about sewn up this football game. Here's Stroud.
Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's incomplete. He's still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And you got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Well, without question, when you force 4 turnovers.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Now the kicker, that's Cameron Dicker, set to get us started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Right to the air is Mahomes. A throw right side taken in by the tight end Gray. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
This is 2nd and 8.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 42. A 3rd down gain of 19. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now here's Mahomes. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Mahomes now to throw. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes finding the talented DeAndre Hopkins. And the Chiefs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll look to throw. got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Herbert steps away to his left. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker. And it's early.
Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. He's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
3rd and 5.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
Dobbins is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Herbert now. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Like it's been this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage, but when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal, and it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Leo Chanel. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. And the defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
That one into the hands of Hopkins downfield. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20, DeAndre Hopkins.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins. 2 catches.
Built on the side of a former piano factory, there's been plenty of music made on the field here in the decades since it opened back in 1998. Welcome, everyone, to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. Justin Tucker has this all teed up. And we're underway from the bank. Return coming from the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Hurts comes out throwing. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Hurts now from the gun. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And the Ravens get the football on the first turnover of the contest. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's 2nd and 11. He's on the move. He can run it. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
It's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a 1st down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Henry. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Cape, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this.
And they will score. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens parlay the interception into points. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. That one's incomplete over the middle.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And the back as he intercepts him for the second time this game. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
2nd and 3 now. Another run for Henry. And he's stopped out at the 16 after a small gain. Call it no gain, maybe one at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
3rd and 2, here's Jackson. Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete. Almost a completion of the wrong team there. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on 4th and short. They'll motion him out of the backfield. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
So before they get the snap away, we reach the end of the 1st quarter. 7-0 is our score. Back to the bank in just a moment. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Eagles have the football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Hurts to throw. Able to get it to Barkley. They'll work it a couple of yards past the line. Brandon Stevens in on the tackle.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And the Ravens get it as he makes his 3rd interception in this game. Oh, man, Brock, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
Looking for the back that time. So 2nd down coming up. Lamar now from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
Jackson now on 3rd. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Jackson's going to throw again. He's got Andrews. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. And they make the tackle. I'm not sure that was an advisable gamble in this spot, Brock, as they turn it over on downs. First down throwing from Hurts. That's into the hands of Barkley. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Brandon Stevens in on the tackle.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
From the pistol, Hurts. And that's knocked away. The linebacker got him in the middle of the field, incomplete.
You know, it's tough to succeed at linebacker in most defenses if you can't hold your own in coverage. They rely on you to break up throws just like that and take some of the stress off the secondary.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that's good for an Eagles first down. One of the tight ends in motion left. Toss play to Barkley. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the inner harbor. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Running back sent in motion. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. Escapes the pocket. Now here he goes. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
On first down, Hurts. This one snagged by Dallas Goedert. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's a Philadelphia first down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there's none to be had. No escape route available this time.
Taking a big shot for the end zone. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. On 4th down, Hurts. The desperate heave here for 6. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
Quarterback's so worried about challenging the DBs in coverage, he didn't keep an eye on the lineman in front of him. He threw it right towards him, and it was easy to get a pop and swat away a potential first down.
Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he reaches the 30 before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 39 yards. And that'll be first down, Baltimore. Lamar out of the pistol. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Pistol snap to Jackson. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And the Eagles make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half. He got in front of that one for the pick. Looked like that's the receiver it was designed to go to on that play, too.
Yeah, the QB just must have missed the lurky defender in coverage right there. That's where, as a QB, you've got to have the vision to not just see your route, but see those defenders in front of you.
They get it right back. That's intercepted. Brandon Stevens has it. And the Ravens will start with it in the fourth after an interception to end the quarter. Well, they had the advantage for a moment, Brock, but turns out that is all just that moment because they throw an interception to give the ball right back.
And for once, both coaches on both sidelines are preaching the same message. Take care of the ball. Not often you see back-to-back plays end in interceptions, and we're right back to where we were just a couple moments ago. A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Here comes the final play of our first half. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he didn't strike that one true, Brock. It came down short of the landing zone he had to reach, so give them the football up at the 40. From the gun, a run for Henry. And this is a nice gain that stopped at the 47. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3. Running once more with Henry. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Gets this one to Andrews. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down. Out of the gun, Henry. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Trying down the middle with Henry. And he's going to run this one well into the red zone to the 14. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. Here's Henry on the option. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again.
Hey, as much as I love talking about these physical matchups, right now this is psychological. This adds some layers to this third down call. Do you try your hand at another run and hope it fares better? Tougher to go back to it again when it just gets stuffed.
He's going to keep this one. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know what? It's a pretty doggone impressive feat of strength to hold the line against a sneak, even when you know it's coming.
And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And he's going to be touched down right at the line, so no gain on the play.
I think we are so preconditioned when a QB sneak is called, we think it's going to be a first down, right? Well, I think they expected him to get it too. But now they got to adjust in a hurry and get their defense out there to make a stand of their own.
Oh, movement on the line before the snap, though. This is going to be a false start. One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Hurts setting up to throw. That pass complete to Goddard. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage. But the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless third quarter for us. It's the Eagles in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is reachable. All set up now for 1st and 10. Going to go with Barkley on the counter. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, get a pretty good beat on you and can get 2 hands on it the next time.
And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down. New set of downs for him at the 38. 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. And oh, he missed over the middle there. Lucky that one didn't end up worse. That's swatted away, incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. They kick the running back in motion. 2nd down. Hurts throwing again. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. Back to throw, Hurts. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Roquan Smith with the pick. And the Ravens take it away once again. The 5th time they've intercepted in this game.
This is a lonely place. And I don't know how many walking the planet have thrown 5 picks, but I'll raise my hand. I did it in an Apple Cup. And it is a lonely, humbling feeling. Everything that could go wrong, well, it's gone wrong for this quarterback today, and I hope that's the last time we see him throw a pass in this one.
And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Ravens with a 10-point advantage. Second down now, 7 to go. Give to Henry on the inside handoff. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got him tackled behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
This is Henry on 2nd. And the hit stops him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. Call it no gain on the play, and that brings up 3rd and 9. Lamar off to play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. 4th and forever coming up. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Throwing deep for the end zone. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Sometimes a quarterback gets so focused on coverage down the field, you lose sight of those linemen right in front of you. On that occasion, he throws it right to the D lineman. Easy to get the paw up and swat away a potential for...
And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And the Ravens will take the interception back across midfield before they finally track him down.
You know, my dad was my old high school coach. He's a play caller. He's an offensive guy. And after days like this, and I remember one in particular, he'd say, son, some days peanuts, some days shells. This has been nothing but a bunch of shells for this quarterback today.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. That's completed right side. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player. Hey, period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play. Still one more in their pocket to use. First and 10 now from the 30. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And they pick him off again. Marcus Williams has it. And the Ravens have it again after yet another interception.
That throw has got to be the last we've seen of him this contest. I'm just not sure how they leave him in when the defense is clearly all over whatever he's trying to throw. The amount of frustration he is feeling is only going to lead to additional miscues. Please, for the love of God, take this man out.
He beams one deep right side. He's got it at the 30. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. And they will score. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens put up even more points in a win. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out.
The kicker gets it. Oh, it looks like he's going to throw it. Caught along the 5. And he won't be able to reach the end zone, so their first 2-point try of the afternoon comes up empty. The outcome's decided here, but we got a timeout with 2 seconds on the clock so they can think it over before their final play. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And he's brought down, Brock, and that brings his ball game to a close. So in front of the flock of fans in the stands, the Ravens get the win at home. And a lot to be happy with on both sides of the football as they come away with a total team victory in this one. do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are your winners as we say so long from Baltimore.
One of the best smelling parking lots in the NFL. The tailgating's over now in Kansas City. It's football time at Arrowhead Stadium here in KC. The perennial Pro Bowler, Justin Tucker, has it on the tee. And off we go from KC. The dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Throwing right away is Mahomes. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. And he'll be taken down up at the 40.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
Now the former rushing champ, it's Kareem Hunt. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And this ball incomplete on third down. DeAndre Hopkins was the intended target for that one. And it's going to bring up fourth down. They're indeed going, and it's Mahomes. Incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on fourth. They'll wind up giving the ball over on downs. Jackson now to throw on first down. A throw, left side, caught by Andrews. And they'll take this down inside the 35. On first and 10, Jackson. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. From the gun, Jackson. He's got his tight end. It's Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 10. So not quite first and goal. It's first and 10. They're pretty close. This one caught at the 4. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Jackson up top again. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Baltimore.
So when you find yourself this tight to the goal line, Mike, the offense becomes a lot more restricted in as far as how deep you can throw the ball. The field is wider than it is long, and I think the idea here is let's spread them out. Let's put all of our eligibles out there and let the quarterback get a really good picture. Where are the holes in the coverage? Where are the one-on-one matchups that I like? And let's put this ball in the quarterback's hand. Let him make a good decision, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Hardman now to return it. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. Here's a run with Hunt. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
Hey, 43, 15. The stick's moving. Keep on moving. Yellow.
Now some movement up front, and we'll hear from our referee for the first time here today. Mahomes looking to throw on second down. A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
There's the veteran tight end, Andrews. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time the team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. First down and goal. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Drew Tranquil. And the Chiefs will take over here just shy of the 30.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
1st and 10. Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. This caught right side by Worthy. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way.
That one intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Clemson. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. A 1st down throw for Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
2nd down, Jackson. That is caught at the 3. And he's in. Isaiah Likely. Touchdown, Ravens. Extra point try now for Tucker. He's got it. And the Ravens move out on top, 14-0. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Now return coming from the 7. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. Open man downfield. It's DeAndre Hopkins with the grab. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the 1st play.
There's a reason certain guys, Mike, just always seem to be open. It's really because route running is more art than it is science. How do you manipulate the defense to find open spots or win versus man to create separation and earn the trust of your quarterback?
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Hunt. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that 1st down. 2nd and a yard. Now some movement up front. Flags down. Mistake-filled 1st half continues. On 2nd down, Mahomes. That'll be caught. Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's out of bounds. Mark him down right at the 10-yard line. Big play for KC. 42 yards. A run on 1st and goal. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Touchdown, Kansas City. 2 choices down there. Either work it up inside or use that speed to the edge. And Greggy's able to sneak it in for the touchdown.
Down here this close, Mike, there's a lot of bodies in there tight. So oftentimes, if you can get the back on the edge. They can rely on that speed, and that's exactly what we saw here. He wins the race to the pylon, and he's rewarded with 6 points.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And that's going to be short, not making it to the landing zone. So this means the ball's going to come out to the 40-yard line. A pair of first downs gives them 1st and 10, up at the 40. Now it's Jackson. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. That's complete to the veteran, Nelson Aguilar. To the 20. And he will go all the way. Nelson Aguilar. Touchdown, Baltimore. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
Tucker's extra point, up and good. And the Ravens will take a 21-7 lead. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. A return now from the 4. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Mahomes. He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. And this time they'll just keep it on the ground. A gain there of 11. Good for a Chiefs 1st down.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. So we've reached halftime, and the visiting Ravens are in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. And this ball's going to go out of bounds, not the way you want to begin the second half. The football will be marked at the 40-yard line. Back to throw, Jackson. Brought in by the tight end, Andrews. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Now Jackson. It's caught. That's Deontay Johnson. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Here's Jackson. To the tight end, Likely. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. To the air one more time with Jackson. That's caught over the middle by Johnson. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly one play to get our answer.
He finds Likely, his tight end. And he will score. A Isaiah Likely. Touchdown, Ravens. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Tucker, good on the extra point. And the Ravens will extend this third quarter lead. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Hardman now to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
Jackson now to throw on 1st down. A throw, left side, caught by Andrews. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive.
And he's into the end zone. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Baltimore. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And, Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ballgame.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Hardman now to return it. Hardman on the return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes. Open man downfield. It's Kelsey. And he's going to take this one all the way. 79 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City. What a luxury to have in an offense, a tight end who can take it down the field like that and take it the distance. Shades of Greg Olsen back in the day.
Well, I appreciate that, Mike, but I think it's clear by now that we all know what's the most impactful position on offense. It's the tight end. And when you have a guy like this who can not only make those difficult catches underneath, but who can get down the field for these big plays, man, you got yourselves a weapon.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Justice Hill to return. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ravens 35, Chiefs 13.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. That's into the hands of Flowers. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Jackson up top again. There's that man again. Another catch. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. That's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Again, it's Jackson. This one caught at the 4. And he will score again. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Ravens. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. So add another touchdown and touchdown pass for that matter. He has thrown 6 already in this one. Amazing stuff. Point after now from Tucker. And he missed it. It's no good. One of the few things that's gone wrong so far. So they're unable to add one more point onto this big lead. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Mahomes back. That's caught downfield. It's Kelsey. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. It's 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
So after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. Here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for it on 4th and long will end up in a turnover on downs. A 1st down throw for Jackson. That's caught. It's the tight end, Andrews. And he's into the end zone yet again. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Baltimore. He has come alive after the break. His 3rd touchdown of the 2nd half. So that will tie the NFL record that has stood for more than 70 years. 7 touchdown passes in one game. First done by Sid Luckman with the Bears in 1943. And then Adrian Burke of the Eagles in 1954. We've waited a long time. Now they have company. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. Looking middle. He's got Kelsey. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line. On 1st down, it's Mahomes. Right back to Kelsey again. And the Ravens are going to have it at their own 32-yard line.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
Brought in by the tight end, Andrews. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
We spent so much time talking about quarterbacks and the special plays that they can make. And, of course, that's a big part of playing quarterback in the NFL. But also, can you avoid the bad plays? Do you know when the fight is over and live to play another down? Don't take that sack. Throw the ball away, get back out there on 3rd down, and give yourself a chance.
So it is a win here for the visitors, the Ravens. And they made it look easy. Their offense playing at about as high a level as they could play. Defense wasn't too shabby either. And they're able to get the victory here by a rout in grand style. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.
On just a brilliant and starry night here in the desert Southwest, the roof is open, and it's time for football at State Farm Stadium here in the Phoenix suburb of Glendale. On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, it's Murray. On the move to his left. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
We'll have to see what kind of looks this defense is going to throw at him as this game moves along, but they're in a zone to start. I do think we'll see plenty of man coverage as we move along, but the first throw of this one, incomplete.
They'll roll him out right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation, but they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
From the gun, Murray.
Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Not the warmest starts throwing the football. He was 1 for 3, now 1 for 4 on the opening drive.
So getting him comfortable is the key. And for him, it might be different than what we think is comfortable. We're probably thinking swing passes, easy checkdowns. Some guys, they're better off throwing it downfield. That's what really loosens them up.
That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals.
Well, that's one way and a good way to get things going offensively. One play in, and they're already on the move. The defense, they're hoping that's not a sign of things to come as this game unfolds.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They're going for it. It's Murray. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. Now it's Wilson. And his throw is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. First down, and they go back to Harris. On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Now here's another carry for Harris. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They're going for it. This is Harris. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. He'll buy some time right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone.
That is incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Rolling to his left. Escapes the defender. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Rolling to his right. That ball caught by Harrison. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Marvin Harrison Jr., 33 yards. And the Cards post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around.
Well, there wasn't much of a window there, Charles. Had to deal with a couple of defenders, but able to find his big tight end.
And, partner, we know double coverage is a challenge for any player to try to defeat. But maybe it's a little easier if you're one of those big tight ends because you have a size advantage on just about anyone trying to cover you, and you use your body to create some space.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8.
From midfield now, here's Wilson.
Open man, there's Darnell Washington.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 33. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
That went out wide and intercepted.
Picked off by Sean Murphy-Bunting.
And the Cards will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
After the turnover, here's Murray sliding out of the pocket.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Now a 2nd and 10.
Here's Murray. They'll roll him out right.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
To throw is Murray. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
That pass completed to Dortch. Down the right sideline.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A big play there. 54 yards.
And the Cardinals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
That's swung out wide to Harris. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 43. Harris running straight ahead. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving the running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run again with Harris. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Fakes a spike.
And that is going to wind up incomplete, so they try to hit him with something you don't see too often, but it doesn't work out.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. On the give, this is Harris, and he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. This is 3rd and goal, still looking for the first points of the game. Now it's Wilson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, it's that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Joey Porter Jr. that time got in there and backs the offense up. Tackle for loss.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now this time Murray to throw it. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the 4th quarter.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
They hand this off to Harris. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
And this is going to be a Steelers 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 9.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. Runs through the contact. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
They run with Harris. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. This is Harris.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Harris. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked up by Garrett Williams.
breaks through the contact. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown.
Well, just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick six, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick six?
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Kaiser White.
Now inside the 25.
And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
A nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this run of interceptions and great plays this kick has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
But they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you got to like what you saw. What do they call that, a total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.